So, it's been about a year since we started wearing the masks. Feels like forever, and a lot has happened. I decided to make some recordings in hopes that one day the internet will return and I can share my experiences with the world. Right now, I'm camping out in an empty apartment building. I've been here for a couple of months now. It's home base. I have food, some books, and access to clean water. Here are some of my basic survival tools. My dad grabbed a bunch of stuff during the second wave. I have this Leatherman tool, which is really cool. I can't get them all to open. It has pliers, a saw, and a sharp knife. Then I have this map. I learned how to read it and do calculations. My grandmother's place is in the Catskills, a town in Cairo. It's about 100 miles from here, so it would probably take me about a day and a half to get there. I also have my dad's backpack, which has a lot of pockets to store things in. I have a respirator, although I am asymptomatic. I wear a mask to protect the elderly. Then I have this wind-up radio flashlight. I check the radio every day, but there hasn't been anything lately. Then I have my dad's machete. Pretty badass. And my bow. This is my good flashlight. It's so strong, it can blind you. This is my sledgehammer, my favorite. I also have a charging station for my flashlight. I'll show you that now. This is my charging station. This is how I keep everything working. My dad set up a solar panel that gets light for a couple of hours each day. The roof is cool. I also tan on it when it's sunny, but otherwise, I don't go out much. This is my habitat. Pretty gosh darn cool. Today, we will do a little spot check on the building. I usually wait by the door to make sure it's safe. We have some noisemaker set up, just in case somebody breaks in. This apartment was being renovated after the big gas explosions. That's when people lost power. This side got hit the worst. You can see here it was pretty bad, but not as bad as the other side. This is where the workers set up a shop to fix up the building. My dad would even fix things. He was a handy guy. This door is locked. And my dad says it needs to stay that way. Down here is the gate. This is where I go when I need to escape. I open the gate, go in, and seal it shut. I can access the high roof from there and look for help. It's safer than running out into the streets. This is the back of the building. When I'm ready to go, that's the door I'll use. This is the basement. It's really dark down here. There's probably rats. This is the boiler. My dad left to get parts and food about a month ago, and he hasn't been back yet. That's about it. I mainly eat oats, beans, or soups. Sometimes I treat myself to a ramen. I love ramen. Everything is rationed, so it won't run out. So obviously you have to eat whatever you can find. I also have these meal bags. I mainly use these if I need to go on a road trip. My dad was always thinking ahead, and well, finding things to eat may mean you have to eat something gross. And what I'm about to show you, I'm not happy about, but I'm proud of myself for doing it. Dog food. My dad got me in the habit of liking the taste of dog food. I eat it because it is fortified with omega-3s and omega-6s and antioxidants. I wouldn't tell you to do something I wouldn't do. Here it goes. God, I miss real food. I dream of one day having a steak again. My grandmother was an amazing cook. She made red sauce just like the movies. So last night I heard some noises, and unfortunately, that's not the first time. It's sick people. They didn't have a good reaction to the vaccine, and my dad says it made them crazy. Besides the vitamins I take every day, I also suntan. Sunlight is really good for vitamin D and is vital for a strong immune system, which is probably why most places didn't get hit by the virus as hard. Now I'm gonna need some more water. I'll show you how I do that. This is where I get my water from. I use it for drinking water, to cook, and to wash. The roof angle goes into the barrel, and I use the spigot to fill it up like so. It's nice out today. Look, do you see this? This is what they do. This is what they do. They're sick. I want to go inside. This is why I never go outside. So, my mom used to read to me a lot. One of her favorite books was this one, The Prophet. She said this one was one of the best books ever written. It's like 100 years old and still very relevant. The book is about a man who is about to leave a village. But before he does, the people there ask him questions, and he gives them all spiritual wisdom. It sounds like I should be reading this in an English accent, but my mom would just read it to me normal. Now, she wouldn't only read from the book. She would also tell me what it means. I love this one passage. Empty and dark, shall I raise my lantern, and the guardian of the night shall fill it with oil, and he shall light it also. The author is speaking about faith. We will raise our lantern with no oil and no way to light it. We must do our part to be met by a higher power that will help us see in the dark. We are never truly alone. And when we are in the dark, scared, and lonely, this is the time we must have faith that the light will return. Don't be afraid. Hello again. Some more stuff that I do daily. This one is important for many reasons. Exercise. It's not only good for your physical health, but also your mental. It helps with depression, anxiety, ADHD, all of which I think I suffer from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It boosts dopamine and serotonin levels. It's interesting that school never taught me that. Prior to this quarantine, I was taking Ritalin. Now, I've been training how to fight and to pull a bow. Doing lawnmower pulls really helps with that. All right. Oh! 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 Look. Do you see them? What'd they do? So, my mom was a doctor. She worked at the White Plains Hospital. And when the virus started happening, it got really difficult for us. I was at home with my dad schooling, and she was at the hospital, working night and day with all the people infected by the virus. When she came home, I didn't want to see her or even be near her. Even if she showered, I still didn't want her coming close to me. My dad knew this, and she started sleeping in the garage. She must have hated this. She was a hero, but she couldn't even sleep in her own bed. I remember on my birthday, she wanted to come inside for some cake. And I told her that I hated her, and I wished she'd just stay at the hospital. And then she got sick. Really bad. And we weren't even allowed to see her or visit her. And then she died. She died. And I would never see her again. I would never see her again. I heard something. Somebody's definitely in the building. I heard noises all night. I didn't sleep much. Someone's definitely in the building. I'm okay. someone. I'm gonna have to wait.
Come here! Come here! Come here!
Oh my God. I didn't sleep. It's been quiet for hours. I'm gonna make a run for the back door. Coast is clear.